Yeah. I'm back. Y'all watching the Grind Ethiks Mixtape Show. I'm your host, Viktory BX Supreme Promoter. Basically. Nah, I'm Shane. Basically. Y'all back with part two of the real meaning of poverty. That's the topic. I hope y'all enjoyed part one. This is part two, the real meaning of poverty on the Grind Ethiks Mixtape Show. Basically. Y'all like my New York hat? I'm trying to move out of New York. That's one of my goals. Um, Listen, I'm a country nigga in heart. You know what I mean? I'd rather live somewhere where there's rabbits and raccoons, not a bunch of rats. You know, and I'm not talking about snitches. I'm talking about real rats. You know, like, do you know about having rats on your block at nighttime? Smoking weed on your block, and you have to be careful because there's rats on your block. You know what I'm saying? That carry rabies. You know, when he legalized weed, I was happy. I was happy. Police ain't bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta worry about fucking rats. You know, I gotta fucking worry about rats running around all over the place. You know, might bite the shit out of me while I'm smoking some weed. Anyway, anyone that like this episode of the Grind Ethiks Mixtape Show, my link is Grind Ethiks Cash App, Grind Ethiks Cash App, Grind Ethiks Venmo, and for your PayPal heads, I'm on PayPal as well. But that's Grind Ethiks Media at PayPal. Grind Ethiks Media at PayPal. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about this poverty shit. I'm gonna break down this poverty shit even more. Listen, man. For those who's watching, if you really think you're poor because you don't have no money or don't have that much money, like I said before on part one, you're only poor because you believe in the Matrix. Because the Matrix have you thinking that, or have you believing that you're poor if you don't have no money, or you're poor if you have a lack of money. No, that's not why you're poor. You're poor because of the way you think. It's because the Matrix programmed you since birth, since you was a kid, especially the height. Oh, don't let me get started with the school system. I hate the school system. You know, the school system is part of the school system is a big part of the brain fuckery of how we think as a people. The poverty mindset that we have. Not only people from the ghetto has a poverty mindset, people from other type of neighborhoods, prestige neighborhoods, people from the suburbs, or people that live in metropolitan areas also have a poor mindset, but especially people that's from the hood or the lower income class neighborhoods or whatever, definitely have a poor mindset. Definitely, definitely, definitely have a poor mindset. Like me, I'm a hustler. I'm a street vendor. I walk around and I sell stuff. Okay, I sell merchandise in the trains. I sell merchandise in the streets or on the streets, whatever, in different beauty salons, laundromats, barbershops, whatever. And I see people, and I be looking at people, especially in the Bronx. I be looking at people, and I be seeing people looking all hopeless with you know when a motherfucker think they're poor or feel poor when they have their two hands between their legs, like. You know what I mean? That's not funny, but I'm just saying. I see that a lot lately. And mostly be people that's on welfare that do that. You know what I'm saying? But people on welfare, they think they poor too. But a lot of people on welfare are very rich. They're rich in time. They're rich in time. But I see it all the time when I'm out here hustling in the BX, man. A lot of people really think they're poor, and they're not really poor. You know, people be like, how can Mark Zuckerberg, somebody said, how can Mark Cuban have $14 billion? What about us poor? What about us poor? No, you're not poor. Stop saying that you're poor. And that's another thing. Words are spells, okay? Words are spells. If you keep saying that you're poor, then you can stay in poverty. Stop saying that you're poor. That's first thing first. First thing first, to get out of poverty mindset, I'm going to teach you how to get out your poverty mindset. Okay? First thing first, stop saying that you're fucking poor. Stop saying that. Yeah, you're poor because that's what you think. It has nothing to do with money. You're only poor because that's the way you think. But stop saying that you're poor. If you want to get out of poverty, stop saying that you're poor. First thing first. That's the first thing. Stop saying that you're poor. Stop saying that. It's all mind. You have to understand. It's a mind fuckery. The world that we live in, the 1%ers, the people that own the world's wealth, most of the world's wealth. They set up the system. They set up the situation to make you feel like you're poor, so you won't rise up. So you won't, you know what I mean? Because you got to understand, America is a big slave host. Okay, it's a slave. It's a slavery machine. Okay, it's a place where slaves live. Not only black people, but black, white people, Asian people, whoever, Hispanic people, whoever falls for that American dream bullshit and fall for that rich and poor bullshit. All that shit is in the mind, man. Poverty is in the mind. Richness is in the mind. Because there's been plenty of times when I had no money. I had no money. But I had some merchandise. Came back home with $50 or $100. You know what I'm saying? There's been times when I was like, fuck it, I'm going to collect cans and bottles. I'm going to recycle cans and bottles. Got $10, you know, maybe made a little $20. Went back to the wholesale place, got some stuff, you know what I mean? And slowly got myself back on my feet. Because of my own my own instincts. You know, my instincts telling me, do this so you could get that. Do this so you could get some money. Do this so you could pay your phone bill. Do this so you could do, you know what I mean? It's not, you know what I mean? That's not being poor though. That's not being poor. Managing what little that you have or what little that you could do, that's not being poor. That's not being poor. That's called navigation. You're navigating. You're maneuvering through certain situation, or you're maneuvering through a situation. You're navigating. That's not being poor. You're doing something about your situation. Doing something about your situation. If you don't got no money and you're doing something about it, how the hell that's being poor? That's not being poor. That's not even having a poverty mindset. If you got no money and you're doing something about it to get the money, that's not being poor. Even if you're trying to get a job, that's not being poor. How's that being poor when you use your instincts and you're like, I gotta collect these cans and bottles. I gotta get up this $10, $20. Let me dig for some cans and bottles in a garbage can. And if you have to do that, then do that. So what if your friends and family see you digging up for fucking gold for fucking cans and bottles? So what? They ain't putting no money in your pocket. They ain't trying to help you, right? You do what you got to do. You're not killing nobody. You're not hurting nobody. You're not hurting yourself. So fuck it. That's not being poor, man. That's not being poor. That's not being poor. People think, oh, because a nigga like me, I walk around and I sell hats, or I might sell sodas, I'm doing it because I'm poor. I'm doing it because I don't want to have a regular job. That's it. I'm doing that because I don't want to. And it's so naive that people really think that. But anyway, that's a whole nother episode. But yeah, when you use your instincts, when you don't have no money and you use your instincts, your survival instincts, that's not being in poverty. That's doing something about the situation. The situation is you ain't got no money, so you do what you got to do that you see fit to get some money in your pocket or to get a lot of money in your pocket. Some of y'all might choose crime. Some of y'all might choose to get a part-time or full-time job. Some of y'all might choose to do what I do. You might have a little money, go to the wholesale place, buy some basic things that people need, and flip your money and live off the flip. That's instincts. Doesn't mean you're poor. That's crazy when people think that you're poor because you're doing something about the fact that you have no money in your pocket. That's not actually, that's what makes you rich. Is using your instincts, your survival instincts. Like, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta look for a new job. Oh, I gotta, let me go to the thrift shop and buy me a nice suit so I could go on these job interviews. You know what I'm saying? That's instincts, man. That's doing something about it. When you doing something about not having money, that's an example of being rich. You rich, nigga. You're already rich. You're rich without money. And that's a whole nother episode that I'm going to talk about. You're already rich without money. You're not poor because you don't have no money. And when you do something about it, that might not look good, that might not look glamorous, so fucking what? You're doing something about it. That's not being poor. Like I said, being poor is the fact you're poor because you think that you're poor because you don't have no money. That's why you think, because you're programmed like everybody else. You're programmed into thinking that, and you're programmed through the media. The media is a big programming machine. The news, entertainment, especially these stupid rap videos, they'll definitely make you feel like you're poor because you see niggas making it rain and fucking driving Ferraris and Lambos and shit like that. No, that's not why you. And they make you feel like you're poor. But really, I see these rappers rocking all types of jewelry and driving all types of expensive cars, having all types of fucking nice things that's really depreciating assets. They look nice, but they depreciate assets that a lot of these rappers have. Really, I look at them as poor. I don't know. Being that I'm no longer in the. Being that I'm unplugged. When I see a bunch of people rock all Gucci'd out, Fendi'd out, rocking some jewelry, I see them as poor. I just see them as poor. Even though they look good, even though they dress better than me, I just see them as poor. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I just see them as being poor. I don't see them as having it. You know what I mean? Like if I like imagine if I was a thief, if I was a stick-up kid, right? If I was a stick-up kid that had the mindset that I have, and if I see somebody Gucci down in the hood, and I see somebody I see somebody that might look like a square, they're not really dressed fancy, they don't really look glamorous, I might rob the person who don't look that good compared to the person who's Gucci down or Gucci down to the max. I'm like, oh, that nigga probably poor. He probably ain't got no money. I'm gonna go rob this nigga rocking the khakis, okay, and wearing the $20 sneakers. Come on, man. I'm sorry. When niggas dress ghetto fabulous, I cannot help seeing them as being poor. I'm sorry. Niggas that I see rocking Fendi and Gucci and all that great crazy shit, whether it's real Gucci or Fendi or Louis Vuitton, whether it's fake, I just see them as poor. Even though some of them might not be poor. I just see them as being poor. Or having a poor mindset. Or I just see them as niggas that don't have that much money. And they're just fronting just to front. I definitely see them as niggas with poor mindset. But yeah. But yeah, man. That's what being poor is, man. Is thinking really that and when you exercise, getting what you need, and you put that into practice on a regular basis, that does not mean that's showing and proving how rich you are. You're rich, really. Everybody in this world is born rich. With money or without money, with a little bit of money, with a lot of money, it don't matter. Everybody in this world is rich or born rich. Because rich means having access to something that will benefit your life, whether it's short term or long term or middle term or whatever. Poor, poor almost don't exist. Like I said, it's all in your mind, it's your imagination, really. The matrix have you thinking that you're poor because you don't have no money. So when you don't have no money, you feel bad. You feel insecure because you ain't got no money. Some of y'all that's watching, y'all feel insecure because you ain't got no money. But a person like me, listen, I don't even have, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't even have $100 to my name. But you know what? I could get $100 plus more and way more because I have the ability to go get it. You know, I have the ability to go get it. So I hope y'all know. I hope y'all understand. Well, it might take y'all. It's not gonna take just this one episode to change your mindset. You're not gonna change your mindset. I doubt it over just one episode. Maybe some of y'all will. Maybe some of y'all that's watching, y'all be like, "Oh, yo, the Victory's right. I'm not poor because I don't have a lot of money. I'm not poor because I just have $2 in my pocket. I could get more." You know. And then on another episode, I'm gonna break down different elements of a poor person or a person who's poor mentally, a person who's mentally poor. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break down the different attributes and the different characteristics of a poor person. Okay? So y'all can get out of it. My goal is to help y'all get out of being poor. Get out of that poverty mindset, whether you have money and no money, to the point where it don't matter if you don't have no money for 1 month. You still don't feel poor. It don't matter if you don't have no money for 1 year. You still don't feel poor. That's my goal. It's to help you get out that poverty mindset. It's to unplug your ass. Okay? Let me drink some of my drugs. Yeah, man. Listen, you might have 5 cents in your pocket. But you know what? This 5 cents is really worth 8 cents. It's really worth more than its face value. You collect a lot of these. You're collecting copper in the middle of inflation. So when inflation goes crazy, this will protect your money. Having a lot of these will protect your money. Trust me. I'm gonna have another episode breaking down the coins. Anyway, I'm out. Anyone that liked this episode of the Grind Ethics Mixtape Show, I'll be very grateful if anyone can hit me with a donation. Grind Ethics Cash App. I'm also on Venmo, Grind Ethics Venmo, and I'm also on PayPal under Grind Ethics Media. All right. And also share, like, and subscribe. If you like this video, share, like, and subscribe. If you think I'm a funny guy, you know, if you think I'm corny, still like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Definitely. And because I definitely need to build up my fan base. And also the donations is going to go towards finishing my studio, you know. So far I got the laptop, I got the green screen. Later on this week I'm going to get a tripod with the built-in lights. You know what I mean? I'm be full-fledged, baby. And this is and having a video and this is going to be worth less than $10. I mean, worth all the studio is going to turn out to be like less than $1,000. You know, but I need money for other things like promotions. You know, I need to buy social media ads. I need to pay people to promote me because I'm tired of promoting just myself. Anyway, I'm out. And remember, peoples, tell a friend to tell a friend that's all about the motherfucking grind. Basically,